Travel with Stevie Kim.
My name is Alessandro Giannoni and I'm the Chief Operating Officer of the Cantina Briziarelli di Bevagna. The overall estate is around 50 hectares, but of vineyard actually we have 23 hectares in production plus 2 hectares that will be in production since 2025. We usually use the grapes coming from these vineyards for the Vitruvio, that it's our selection of Sagrantino that we produce only on the best vintages for us.
Tell us, our audience, why we need to come to Montefalco.
I think the answer is quite easy. Actually, we have set up an environment, a terroir of new winemakers, new styles that are challenging the terroir and the Sagrantino grapes variety. So come to Montefalco to challenge the Sagrantino and discover that it's not what you have in your mind.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So Peter, what made a Milanese fall in love with Sagrantino?
I was here for my previous job for some time in Umbria, so I started to taste the wine from this grape, and I find it extremely interesting in a world where you have thousands of wines of different varieties. Sagrantino has a very strong personality, a great evolution in the time. This makes me think that we can work on Sagrantino, and was the challenge to come here and to work on Sagrantino.
Peter, as you know, Andiamo a Montefalco, it's the new slogan. What would you say?
I say that is a very good idea. You will find in Montefalco a fantastic place for food, for drink, and for a fantastic landscape. So, a Montefalco.
A Montefalco. Why did you guys decide to come to Montefalco?
My father and my uncles, they fell in love with the idea of creating great red wines. And so they started to look for regions where there was a very strong bond between the wine and the region. And here we are in Tenuta Castelbuono, which we founded more than 20 years ago because we fell in love with Umbria because of Sagrantino. Sagrantino, of course, allows to make wines which can resist for decades. And that's why when we came here, we started to produce it, and we created a winery which is not only a nice place where to create wine, but even a beautiful place. And we are in front of the Carapace.
A Montefalco. So what does that mean for you?
It means that everybody has to come to Montefalco to visit our beautiful wineries, taste our great food, and have fun with us, because wine is about enjoying life, and therefore come here to try it. Cheers!
Scacciadiavoli has a very big winery. The concept was to create a very modern winery because they put a lot of attention to the aesthetic. For example, you can see this column with his name, UB, Ugo Boncompagni, in cast iron. And also use these elements that are actually the track of the train. You see? Here we have a cistern made in 1909. One of the first use of concrete in the wine business. It's very big, it can contain 1,100 hectoliters, and it's made with a big wall of concrete. We do the master blend of Montefalco Rosso, so we put 60 Sangiovese, 25 Merlot, 15 Sagrantino, then Montefalco Rosso go in the oak, then when the aging is finished, it goes back here.
So you're Filippo Antonelli. I've spoken to a few other producers and they're saying they're making the wine a bit more approachable.
I think that the main point is we planted most of the Sagrantino in the 90s. Now finally the vineyards, they have 25, 30 years. And then we know vintage after vintage better how to manage, to understand. So now we taste the berries instead of making analysis to tell what is the acidity or the sugar. What we want to do is to have a Sagrantino which, when is released, is enjoyable, but is also enjoyable after 20 years.
You know, there's this new campaign now, Anteprima Sagrantino. I said Montefalco, but it's Montefalco.
Montefalco. And A is for Antonelli.
That's a good one. I was going to ask you. Very good. I think with that we can close. That's a wrap from Antonelli Winery of Montefalco with Filippo Antonelli.